Hey guys, I'm back for another video. Again, this is Megan, the woman's perspective of the coaching, and I hope you guys get a lot out of this. And this video is going to be all about coveting another person's journey. Boy, can I relate. In my life, I have done this countless times, and if you have, it is completely normal. So, what does it mean to covet somebody's journey? Well, if you tend to get a little envious or jealous of breakthroughs happening in other people's lives, things that you may want at the time happening, and wondering, why it's happening to somebody else and it's not happening to you, you have come to the right place. I went through this countless times. And you know what, guys? Sometimes you can still struggle with this and have residual, coveting taking place. It is normal. Do not beat yourself up about it because it is normal. A story that I love to relate to the most would be the story of Joseph. So Joseph's brothers wanted something that Joseph did not know they wanted. When Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery, they probably thought that their desires would finally be fulfilled because Joseph was out of the picture, guys. But little did they know God had a bigger and better plan for all of them. It's natural to feel envious or jealous when we see others achieving success or receiving blessings that we desire and it seems that they do not deserve it. Have you ever looked at someone living in sin and wondered why they appeared to be blessed? Oh my gosh, guys. Yes. This is why I love always recommending Psalm 73. Psalm 73 is so relatable because the guy who writes the psalm goes on to say the whole time, "Did I keep my heart pure for nothing?" You know, why are these people getting riches and jewels and stuff as I suffer? It's so relatable, guys. Okay? We must remember that each person's journey is unique and tailored specifically for them by God. God had a plan for Joseph and his brothers, his arrest and his imprisonment. None of it made sense at that time, but it all worked together for good in the end. So, just like Romans 8:28 goes on to say, guys, it all works to good. The good and the bad works together, okay? When we covet someone else's journey, we are essentially saying that God's plan for us is not good enough. We are questioning his sovereignty and his wisdom on our plan. And he has an agenda for each and every single one of us. Instead of us focusing on what others have, let's trust in God's plan for our lives. He knows what is best for us, and he will guide us on our journeys to fulfill his purpose for our lives. So here's the thing, guys. Maybe right now you're looking to get married and you're seeing all these people in your lives getting married and you're still waiting to get married. My cousin recently just got married and he is 59 years old. Okay. He watched everybody in my family, his friends, people in his life get married. And his best man gave a speech, and it really was a tearjerker to me because it's like God's always on time. He may not be on our time, but he's always on time. So he watched this take place over and over again, and he, you know, was abused by women dating, and it was like he could never find somebody to finally, marry. And it was a desire of his heart that he wanted so desperately. Well, the best man was giving a speech, and he went on to say that at his wedding 20 years ago, that he gave the speech, and basically it was opposite, and he told the best man, if he asked the best man if he could pray, and he said, "What is your prayer?" And he says, "I would like to get married someday." That was 20 years ago. God remembered that prayer and he finally got married and he finally is happy, okay, because he waited for the right one. Oftentimes we'll go and try to break doors down ourselves, but it never turns out right. and he could have envied every single person, but right now his story was unique. Okay? We're never going to fully understand why God does things the way he does, but he does them for a reason because each of our stories are unique. So being content in your blessings on earth, comparing ourselves to others and coveting their journey can also lead us to become discontent with the blessings that we have been given. We may start to feel like what we have is not enough, or that it does not measure up to what others have. However, let's remember that our worth and our value are not found in material possessions or external success. Our true riches and blessings come from knowing and serving God. Instead of focusing on what we don't have, let's cultivate a heart of gratitude for all that God has blessed us with. Let's use our blessings to bless others and bring glory to Him. So, notice if everybody's story was the same, guys, we wouldn't be able to give God glory because somebody out there that maybe beat cancer and God removed the tumor is able to tell people what God did in their life. Then the person maybe that was resurrected and raised from the dead, like Andrew Womack's son off of a metal table, that story today is used for his glory. Someone's marriage that was on the brink of divorce being restored. Somebody out there that had a child healed, or actually was able to conceive a child when they told that there was no hope of ever conceiving. Everybody's story is going to be uniquely done. Okay. We have to basically trust God with our lives because he's going to use us to touch others for his glory and to be able to help people. Iron sharpening iron. Okay. Ultimately, the root of coveting another person's journey comes from a lack of contentment in God. We truly find our satisfaction and fulfillment in Him. We will not feel the need to compare ourselves to others. Let's actively seek contentment in God by spending time with Him, studying His Word, and serving Him wholeheartedly. As we do this, he will reveal his love and purpose for us, filling with joy and peace that surpasses all understanding. Remember, I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:12 through 13. And boy, guys, is that true. When you feel like there's no hope and you can't go on anymore, that's usually when you get the renewal of strength. Wait a day or two, it's coming. It's coming. It's easy to get caught up in comparing ourselves to others and wanting what they have. But let's remember that God has a unique plan and purpose for each of us, and we are called to trust in his sovereignty and goodness. Let's find contentment in him, knowing that he will guide us on our own journey towards fulfilling his perfect plan for our lives. We all have a perfect plan for our lives, guys. Well, I should say, God has a perfect plan for our lives, and we must trust him that he knows what he's doing, and he's going to use us to be the disciples to tell everybody what he's done in our lives. But we have to trust him first. We have to give up all the control that we have, okay? And our own wants, our own desires, and what we see going on a daily basis. And mark my words, the enemy is going to use your weaknesses. So whatever you're desiring is going to usually be in your face to try to get you to doubt God and to be angry with God. But I encourage you, someone who lost everything, that God has been more than generous back with me. I promise you that he's going to do the same thing for you, but you have to trust him. God bless, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Shalom.